All right, Bob, we are live here.
Oh, my God.
Alive. We're alive.
Oh, my God.
In the Cosmic Lion studios here. And I'm excited to talk with you about the Bob Fingerman Library.
I'm excited, too. I didn't realize I'm alive. Sometimes
I know.
I only feel half alive most of the time, so this is a big moment for me.
It's a good feeling to be alive. It's good to be alive, especially in a time when the Bob Fingerman collection from Cosmic Lion Productions is so beefy and
Yes.
only beefing up more.
Beefing up for the holidays, just like we all will. Everybody adds a notch to their belt after the holidays.
That's right. A good notch. A notch of joy and everything else.
And add a notch to your bookshelf.
Absolutely. With these
Make
great
some room.
books.
Make some room for some tasty books.
All right, so starting off, we have Printopia, the bestseller, and what Matt Groening calls a brilliantly written and masterfully drawn and funny as hell.
And he ain't wrong. Who are we to disagree with Matt Groening?
I agree. Mm-hmm. Printopia, tell everyone a little bit about what Printopia is.
The elevator pitch. Printopia is a collection of vignettes about creative weirdos. Basically, it is a deep dive into the mind of, I won't call them weirdos. Some of them are weirdos. That's very judgy.
Sure,
it's
yes.
very judgy. I'm trying not to be so judgy. They're creative archetypes, maybe, who all frequent a print shop in Manhattan.
Yes.
Called Printopia.
Yes.
And all of these stories about these various characters are framed by the girl who works at the shop, Darla Vogel, and her coworkers, and those relationships, and then her extracurricular relationship with her roommate, Candy. And over the course of the book, we meet all different types of people. A couple of guys who put out like let's call it a fantasy zine type thing, the kind of thing that you'd see back in the day of people who are maybe a little too into D&D.
Yes.
And now it would be Warhammer, but whatever. I didn't change with the times. This is old school. Swords and sorcery type stuff. You've got a vegan collective who are kind of beginning to bump heads with the founder of their publication. Yes. You've got somebody who's part of a cottage industry I only learned about a couple of years ago, the cozy mystery world,
yes.
which is huge. Look on Amazon, look up cozy mysteries. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yes.
They're
These
very
genres are huge these days.
Massive. We should only be doing as well as the least successful cozy mystery writer.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. So anyway, you have all these different characters, and that's not an elevator pitch, but what can I say?
It's a long elevator.
We're going up to the 120th floor. We're in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. Exactly.
And
the art styles grow and change with each vignette, which I think is another amazing.
Yeah, every character, as we leave the shop and go off to get these windows into their lives, every chapter is drawn in a slightly different way to reflect the character. Oh, and the other thing is all of these characters, they have their muse, their little figment,
Yes.
their little imaginary friend who's kind of goading them and sometimes chastising them. And so it's a book with layers upon layers of thinking about what it is to be a creative person, and maybe the compromises we make, or if we're uncompromising, the prices we pay for holding on and staying true. There's a lot to chew on.
And it's a truly amazing book with a lot of stuff. Like you said, a lot to chew on and something for everyone. So Printopia, available on CosmicLionProductions.com. Now let's get to the newly released books as well.
Mm-hmm.
We have Recess Pieces Reanimated. Tell us a little bit about that. This is a all new, basically completely redone version of the classic.
Well, yeah. Back in 2006, Recess Pieces was released. And over the years, it's been out of print for a long time. And over the years, I've thought about that title many times and thinking I would love to do a new edition of it. But, of course, anyone who's not familiar with me, I have a tendency to, anytime a new edition comes out of something, I go in and I would call it, I Lucas it, but hopefully with more successful results than just adding little gibbering creatures and lots of sound effects and all that kind of stuff. I don't busy it up with too much background noise.
CG monsters.
Too much CG.
Yeah.
But I understand. I've always understood Lucas's motivation. You want to make it better. Doesn't mean you're right, but you want to make it better.
Right.
And with Recessed Pieces, when I had initially done it, I had this thing in my head of making them all kind of look. The kids were sort of creepy looking in a way because they were a little Cupid doll. There was some, not Cupid doll, Keen. Remember the Keen paintings? Those big weepy Keen paintings?
Yes.
They had kind of that look.
Yeah.
And over the years, I thought, that's a little creepier. The kids shouldn't be the creepiest part of the book. They should be the least creepy part of the book, of a book with kids fighting zombies. So anyway, over the years, I thought, how can I fix this book? And how can I improve it? How can I make it read better? How can I make it look better? And it ended up becoming such a huge project of revisions. I probably could have done an entirely new book in the time I spent reworking this stuff. But I also gave it a whole new ending. The last whole chunk of the book is brand new.
Yeah.
Partly because the original ending, it was a joke because it was a very Deus Ex Machina ending. It was just suddenly like, I don't want to spoil the ending. Suffice it to say, the original ending, I don't think plays well in 2025. Not for anything necessarily politically incorrect, but let's just say 2 words: kids, guns. I don't want that combination.
Yeah.
When I originally did the book, that seemed funny because it was absurd.
Right.
And unfortunately not so absurd now. So I thought, how can I have just as gory and crazy an ending, but in a way that doesn't seem insensitive to the world around us?
Yeah, I think that's a good move. And I think, you can think of this as a completely new book, and especially if you liked Recessed Pieces initially, you want to see this new version. It's more than a Lucasification.
I think so.
It's like a fresh new take.
I think so.
Right. It's like someone readapted the novel or something like that.
Yeah.
Someone, so.
Yeah. It's a little more than a director's cut. It's So I think if anybody out there has the original, don't not get this because you think you already have it, because you definitely don't.
Definitely don't.
And if you don't have the old one, this is the one to get because this is the one that's approved.
Yeah, and it's basically like if you're over 16, you become a zombie.
Oh, just anyone from puberty up.
Puberty up.
Yeah, so you've got
a zombie.
13-year-olds and it's a pretty gruesome book. I mean, that's the thing. It's always had this look of like it's for kids. It's not for kids. But I think it's nostalgic for anyone who, it's a weirdly autobiographical book too.
Oh, really? So you're getting a little bit of your own experience.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. And, characters in it, including the lead character, yet another paper-thin stand-in for myself.
Oh, yeah. What's the character's name? That's you.
Bobby Fogelhut.
Okay. All right. Not too far off.
Not too far off. Yes.
All right.
Last name from neighbors I had when I was a kid. So there you go, the Fogelhuts.
Okay. Interesting.
Whose morning bickering was the soundtrack of my youth. Yeah. So. All
right. So we honor them.
Come at me, brah. They didn't say come at. They said the old Jewish person version of "Don't come at me, brah."
Gotcha. Yeah. All right, sweet. Yeah, so Recessed Pieces is amazing. And then we also have the brand new softback and expanded version of That's Some Business You're In. Mm-hmm. That's some business you're in, Bob. Mm-hmm. So this is like your memoir. This is a life chronicling of your professional life. Yeah, it's a career memoir, and since my career is so enmeshed with my life, there's personal things, but it mainly focuses on, shocking to say this number, but 40 years of doing this professionally. Yes. And then all the years before that of doing it, building up to going pro. So it's a pretty comprehensive book, 224 pages, lots to read. Yeah.
Lots to look at.
ton.
I dug into the archives, and everything was scanned from the originals, or at least everything I still had the originals of. The printing's gorgeous, I have to say.
The printing is gorgeous.
The printing is gorgeous. When the artist looks at something and is actually happy with it,
I know it never happens.
and all three of these books I'm super happy with.
Yeah. All the same printer and all the same.
Yeah, they did a
quality.
beautiful job.
Yeah.
Really big thumbs up. Like, it's so sharp and the color's so vivid, and anyway, very happy with it.
Yeah. And so we also want to announce here for the first time that there's an all new audio book version of this. And so if you order the book online, it will come with a free audiobook. Mm-hmm. And the audiobook is also going to be for sale for $5 on its own on the website.
Oh, I didn't know that. But
Yes.
okay, why not? Order the book then. What are you crazy? You don't
might
want
as
the
well.
audiobook without the pictures.
Exactly. But, if you already have it and you want to get the audiobook
Sure,
or,
that's fair.
But, yeah, so it'll come with the audiobook. That's pretty amazing, and it's all read by the author himself.
My apologies. Jeremy Irons wasn't available.
Yes, we tried.
I
really
asked.
tried,
Morgan
yeah.
Freeman said absolutely not.
God.
I couldn't meet his fee. Couldn't even get an impressionist. So yeah, you're stuck. Get listen to this voice and get used to it.
Oh, I think it's worth it.
For 2 hours and 16 minutes. Not the captions though. Come on, don't be crazy.
Yeah, read your own captions. Mm-hmm. So tell us about the expanded version of this. There's a whole extra chapter as well.
Yeah, there are 2 extra chapters. And a bunch of art that's not in the original crowdfunded version. So it's definitely expanded and improved. The chapter that I added that is very meaningful to me is a chapter about my parents.
Right.
I write about them in the previous edition of the book, but both my parents basically put their art lives aside for reasons I won't divulge. Read the book, as the old time Life commercials used to say. Read the book.
Read the book.
Or listen to the book. Whatever's your preference.
Yeah.
But yeah, my mom wanted to be an artist, and my dad set out to be a writer, and they both kind of tabled that and never came back to it. So I wanted to honor them by sharing some of their work in this edition.
Yeah.
So that's a very, very meaningful chapter. It was very emotional to write, but I'm glad I did it. And I think it's cool to share their work. It's definitely a window into part of what made me. My dad, as I say, wanted to write fiction. I ended up writing novels and doing graphic novels. My mom wanted to do art, and so here I am. I'm the fusion of their genes.
Yes.
And I got to actually pursue the dreams that they didn't. So
I guess that's part of being a parent, I guess, sometimes, though neither of us are, but I think sometimes you make those sacrifices for the child and for the next generation to be able to live out their dreams.
yeah.
Thanks, parents.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, parents.
All right, Bob, so good chatting with you today, and I hope everyone checks out CosmicLionProductions.com. You can go to the comic shop, and then there's a Bob Fingerman category. You can just click and check out all 3 books.
Yeah, and check out the whole Cosmic Lion library.
Yes.
Check out, there's many, many titles. So,
The Cosmic Lion Galaxy of Stars.
Yeah, and not just for the holidays.
That's right. All right, see y'all out there.